Alright, so let's get started. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 different storytelling techniques, storytelling frameworks that I use in those big commercials and those big productions for movie sets that you can apply to your own videos, whether it be long form or short form content. You can even apply them to photography because storytelling is universal and it can go into every single vertical in business that you can imagine. They're not complex, they're very simple. What is hard is identifying problems and identifying what the pain point of your audience is, the pain point of your target prospect is. Your value proposition is the message that you're trying to convey, and for that to be heard, you have to catch their attention, and more than that, you have to make a connection with them. I know that when I started making videos, I thought that it was just about pushing the button and just start talking to the camera and rambling, but the problem with that is that you're just gonna lose your audience. There's no context, there's no direction, there is no value being provided. I mean, some people will still follow you, some people will like you because of who you are, and that's fine, but if you want to start bringing much more value to the table for them to stay and become loyal to you, then you have to apply some of these strategies. This has been really popular lately. Hook, problem, solution, and a call to action. This is very simple. You hook them up first with curiosity, with facts, with their pain point itself, and then you state the problem for them. And it is very important that you state the problem the way they are experiencing it. For instance, if my problem is I don't know how to buy a house, then you could state the problem to me and hit on the pain point of, hey, are you missing out on the real estate market right now? Blah blah blah. You get the point. Then you give them a solution, and at the end, this is important to call them to action. You tell them exactly what you want them to do from that point. Next is PASTOR framework, which stands for problem, agitation, story or testimony, transformation, offer, and response. You have problem, you state the problem and the pain point. You have agitate, you amplify on that pain point. Like, you're now not just pointing at the wound, you're now touching the wound and going a little deeper in it. Then you give a story, either your experience, a case study, just testimony, which is a story of how one of your clients, how one of your viewers felt, or what happened to him whenever they came across with you. Again, depends on whatever it is that you're doing with your channel. You can be offering services, you can just be selling the subscribe button. By the way, subscribe if you like this content. Next one, you show them a transformation. Paint a picture of past, present, and future. You're gonna go from here to here to here. You're gonna go from 30 pounds overweight to dropping 25 pounds in 4 weeks. That's a perfect picture that you can paint, so it motivates them to do so. The offer is what the value proposition that you have for them, and the response is what you want them to do about all of this story that you just told them. Next is the hero's journey. Hero's journey is pretty awesome. There's a hero that has a problem, finds a guide, the guide gives him a plan, and the guide calls him to action. Then the guide tells him what the stakes are, what's at risk if you don't take action. So we'll call that one failure. And now paints a picture of transformation again, just like the previous framework. And finally, the guide calls them to action one more time so that they don't forget what it is to do. On this framework, usually in the call to action section, we give a 3 to 5 steps solution or plan. This is important because us human, we remember 3 steps all day long. That's it for today, guys. I hope this is of value for you. Please subscribe to the channel. We talk about brand, storytelling, content creation, and I aim to make all of this simple and very digestible, very practical. Leave me a comment if you want me to go more in depth in any of these frameworks, or if there's anything else that you want me to talk about in the future videos. And I'll see you in the next video.